It was as if it was going to end 1-1 by the end of the day. At the last gap, the last touch of the game gave them the goal. Though it's an explosive encounter, but there are so many flaws about the Liverpool team, especially from the centre-back position. They were so flat-footed. The encounter was an explosive one. But as a matter of fact, if you check contemporary history now in football, Crystal Palace has been a thorn in the flesh for Liverpool. I remember 2014-2015 league season that Liverpool was supposed to win that league. They brought in, Neil Warnock was a coach of Crystal Palace. He brought in Dwight Gale at about 15 minutes to go. From a 3-0 deficit, Dwight Gale came in and the game ended 3-3. And Chelsea won that league that year by 81-83 points. If we had won that game, we would have won the league that year. So he denied us the game. So even at last year, they came to Anfield and won us by a goal to nil. Now again, this encounter, it was as if it was going to end 1-1 by the end of the day. At the last gap, the last touch of the game gave them the goal. Though it's an explosive encounter, but there are so many flaws about the Liverpool team, especially from the centre-back position. They were so flat-footed. Konate was flat-footed. Van Dijk was flat-footed, committing so many blunders and errors and all of that. So, but it's the game of football. It's the game of football. You know, it's a league. It's not a World Cup or a World Club Cup that you just play only 6 games and you lift a trophy.
It's not 6 games,
it's 38 games. It's 38 games. It's 38 games. It calls for mistakes. You adjust. That's why you have to sign players. You improvise. You try all your best. Keep the middle going before you can win the league. You understand? This is the first loss of Liverpool for the season. And as a matter of fact, they're still on top of the table. I believe the coach will learn from these mistakes he has made today to get to the next level going forward.
Are you seeing any problem with Liverpool so far? Like losing today's game, did you see any problem that could affect Liverpool in the future? Because for me, I've always said it that Liverpool's defense have ever be a problem to them. And I knew that one day or a day like this will come because I know that one day they are going to score Liverpool and Liverpool might never come back for me. So what do you have to say about their defense line?
Yes, in that defense line, I still believe they are still going to concede more goals in which they may not be able to come back. Because when the defensive line is bad, by virtue of age, like a bicycle performance, they may not recover till you find a replacement. That's why they actually went for Gueye, but the deal fell through. Virgil van Dijk is running out of age, and his approach to football is very, very slow. It's not pacey. His recovering ability has been, the lapses is so showing. Konate can't use the ball. His recovering ability too is bad. That is why you see, if he brings in somebody like Sloboslai to the right fullback, he complements the defense line because he's a good ball player. Kekes as well is not yet matured. Robertson is aging out. So the Liverpool defense line is out of it. We're just complementing the defense by the kind of midfield and the attack we have. So far so good with the defense line Liverpool have. They are not going to meet up the middle coming for between this time and January. They just need to look for a way. Perhaps he may just decide to bring in Joe Gomez and rest one of those central defenders because Joe Gomez is younger and is as well a hard-working defender.
So I have one question for you, but I'll come back to you. Mr. Kema, I know you are not in the right mood and you are not happy because Chelsea lost.
I can still say something.
So, but do you have appetite to say something?
I can still say something.
Okay. So let's go. What do you have to say about the Liverpool game?
The Liverpool game, I expected it because, as he said initially, that Crystal Palace has always been a storm in the neck of Liverpool. Last season, they lost to Liverpool. Liverpool lost to them. FA Cup finals, which I believe that Liverpool was supposed to have won, but they lost. And going into this match, remember initially when I was discussing with you this early morning, I told you that Liverpool might not win this game. And this is exactly what happened. And I strongly believe that with what he has said, that Liverpool line, we always complain about Van Dijk. The only person that is complementing that Van Dijk in that defensive line is Konate. And once Konate is caught flat-footed, the Liverpool total back line will be found wanting. So that was exactly what happened today. But in total, Crystal Palace gave them a run for their money.
Last weekend, when Liverpool played, I was talking about Isak. For my analysis, I said Isak is struggling for fitness. And that has been my issue with players forcing transfer. And when they are forcing that transfer, they are not training with their team. At the end of the day, they get signed to their dream team. After getting signed, you lack fitness. What if you are the main man that they want to use for that season? Before you pick up, there will be a problem. Now, Isak now struggling for form. Ekitike out. Today now, do you think that issue, Ekitike not playing and then Isak struggling for form, do you think that really affected Liverpool as well?
No, I don't think so, because as a football person, I actually believe when you say a player is not in form, he may be match rusty, not in form. Then when a player is coming from a long injury layoff, he may be trying to pick up. But this saga between Isak and Liverpool did not last even up to 2 weeks. So it's not that it's not in form, but there's what known as adaptability. He's not yet adapt to the Liverpool game, and he has not yet started scoring. There are some players that may be in a team 6-7 matches, they don't score, but when they start scoring for good. So I don't believe the Ekitike issue, because I don't see Ekitike as a better player to know. Even the goals Ekitike has scored, it has not been a classic, a spectacular goal. It was just like a tapping kind of a goal. You understand? So let the game keep going. Let's see between now and the next 4 or 5 matches he's going to play. Let's see what comes up after that. But I don't believe that Ekitike is the issue why Isak is not performing or Isak is not in form. I don't believe that.
So what about Floyd Wiz? What is it called?
Yes, that
In
was
your
brought
team.
from Leverkusen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So far, so good. How can you rate his performance? Because he's the player that everybody is expecting to see some flashes from. But for now, it seems like he's still struggling as well.
Yeah, if you check very, very well, if you look very well, even in issues of life, if too much expectancy is on somebody, you see, he brings too many psychological weights, the tendency of wanting to impress is too weighty, and it may affect you in the pitch of play. He's a classical player in Leverkusen. Everybody watching the Champions League, even in German shirts and all of that. So he's back in Liverpool. Now, if you watch very well, the coach improvises him to play the out and wide position in the absence of Godi Gakpo. So if you check very, very well, since the start of the season, the Liverpool coach and the slot have been improvising on the players. Don't forget, Frimpong was bought to succeed Salah. But because of the way it is, he has improvised him to play from the right fullback position. Even the right fullback position, the day he tried Szoboszlai performed. He now confined him to the bench. So he's just coming up. Don't forget, he's a good player. He's a good football player. He has good footwork. He has eyes on the goals. He has good eyes on good passes for strikers and all of that. So, but he has not actually scored a goal, though people want to heap blame on him. But trust me, in the next couple of matches, when he hits the real Premiership kind of football, he will perform the way people expected.
So do you agree with him?
That's his own opinion. I somehow agree with him, but I'm talking about, I need to say something about that Isak. Isak being introduced to that Liverpool team, Isak Rosant. You understand what I mean? Ekitike, that he said that most of the goals that he scored it wasn't flashy, it was like a clapping. The last goal he scored
against Everton.
Against Everton.
No, not the last goal.
No,
the last goal in Premier League.
That he scored. Was against. It was in the Carling Cup or something.
It was in Carling Cup.
The last goal he scored in the Premiership, Premier League against Everton was a top class goal. I enjoyed the goal because you need a good, intelligent striker to make that calculation and score. He trapped the ball, shifted it a little bit before flashing it. It was a very, very calculative move. So I still believe for now, since Ekitike has started playing and he has gelled with the team, I pick Ekitike in the ranks ahead of Isak. That's my own opinion.